First career start, just what are your thoughts on how you performed and what was kind of going through your mind when you got out there?
I think it went well, personally. There's always things that you can improve on. Just kind of instead of coming in as a six man, kind of analyzing how the game's going, how the tempo's going. You kind of have to make the tempo. So, I still have to get used to that. But overall, I think it was a good one. But hopefully we can get better and focus on conference play.
Chris, when you came, you need this game for kind of knock the rust off, going back into Mountain West play. But the way this game played out, did it serve even a higher purpose for you guys as a team?
Definitely, just getting back on the floor. It's good to be back in Moby, and one game right before we get into conference play. It's still a game that we got to take serious, and we got to come out and play our hardest and play our best. I don't think we played our best today, but we found a way to come out and get the W.
Did you just feel like you came in with the right attitude for this game at this time?
I felt like as a team we had the right mentality coming in. Obviously, I don't think it showed in the first half, but and that's just what comes with it. It's basketball. They came to play. They were ready to beat us today. So we took their punches and we came back and we did what we were supposed to do.
Chris, as you guys, and obviously played two Mountain West games, but heading to the core of Mountain West, how different does it feel this year compared to last year?
It's here fast. I don't think it feels any difference. I think we all know like what time it is now. These are big games. Every game counts. Every game means something. So everyone's going to be coming in with tremendous intensity. So all these games are going to up the tempo a lot.
What do you guys feel like you can take from this game as you head back into conference play?
One big thing is you have to set the standard and be consistent with your energy, especially on the defensive end. Even in the two practices we had, coach kind of got on us, and then we finally played great defense in practice, and he keeps telling us do that all the time. That that's what makes the team great is just consistency.
Chris, you guys feel like you're still trying to establish what your standard is, what you want it to be?
We know what our standard is, and we know what it wanted to be. Now it's about just putting it together on the floor every single game, every minute. That's our thing now. We know what we want. We know what type of team we want to be. Now it's just about putting it to action.
It seemed like PJ kind of provided a spark for you guys late there off the bench. Had a couple of nice outlet passes. D'd up number three pretty well there at the end. What can you say about him, and just especially a guy who hasn't really gotten that opportunity yet?
I'm proud of PJ. I think he came and played today. He came in with the right mentality. It's been tough for him. Like you said, he doesn't get a lot of minutes, but that shows what kind of guy he is. He's a high-character guy, and he comes to practice every day. So when his number was called, he was ready to play.
Defensively, was it a mindset change, or did you guys kind of just approach it differently in the second half?
No, I think it was just a mindset change. Just kind of receiving the blows and not really giving any. On the defensive end, we had to pick it up. We just had to pick up the tempo and the energy on defense, and just also the details, because we really weren't that disciplined in the first half, but in the second half we got a lot better, and the scoreboard shows that.
We found a way to win. We got through the game that way. It wasn't pretty, at all times. I do think, a couple things I want to mention is got to give that team credit down there. I thought they came with a really good focus, and the other thing, they came out and ran a different offensive pattern than anything they had shown on film, and kind of had us a little discombobulated with some of our rotations. I thought they really spread us out and went small, and I thought that hurt us. And then to their credit, they made some shots early. We knew they were going to pack in a zone, almost inviting us to shoot. And then when you do that with, missing some easy shots early, kind of getting lost defensively. We had a game on our hands, but our guys settled down, and I really got to give credit to, PJ Bird. I thought he came in, and as a kid hasn't as many opportunities as everybody else, and I thought he really settled us down there in the second half and really played solid defensively, 6 assists in a short period of time. So that was really good to see, a guy that really stuck with it, and I thought he was the difference here today.
I know you scheduled this game to knock off some rust going into Mountain West play, but did you get some hidden messages for your team inside this?
I don't know that. I think somebody asked me, is it an effort thing? I think that the easy thing to say a lot of times is, we just got to play harder. I think there's a focus thing too, and again, you got to give the opponent credit too. They had us a little out of sorts early that way, but like I told our guys, I think that there's a way you have to approach every day, and there can be a human nature that creeps into when you play these games, and you can make excuses as to why, well, we're not at our best today, but to really flip the switch, right, and try to become the best team that we can be. We've got to have a little bit more consistency in our approach, And is it bad? No, these kids practice hard and they try to do the right things, but so do all the good teams. Do you know what I mean? If you go in the Mountain West and you're looking at all the top teams, they all practice hard and they all try to do the right things. So it's about the attention to detail every day, making every day count in practice, in every game. Sometimes you get 4 days before you play the next game. It's like, well, it's Monday. We don't play till Saturday. Not that you come out and that, but do you really put everything you have into it to get better that day and make each day count? And I think there's a little switch there that needs to be flipped for our guys to have a little bit more consistency that way.
And how imperative is it for this roster that they have to play that way all the time to get to where they want to be?
I mean, we have to. I mean, we're not unlike most teams. I mean, we have good players, but we're not going out there and just out talenting anybody. I mean, you know this. I mean, you got to respect every opponent you play. But from here on out, every night that you don't show up and play your best, expect to get beat. Every day that you waste on the practice floor not getting better, you're falling behind somebody else. That's the nature of it. And so I'm excited about conference play with these guys. I think it's a whole new season. I think we finished 9-4 now in the non-conference. All in all, I would say from a 30,000-foot view, I like that. It could have been better, at times. But, I mean, for this group right here, I think there's more positives than anything.
Especially with the freshmen and everything. Yeah, a lot of kind of different type of games, a lot of close games, a few overtime games. How much does that help, like I said, especially young guys, the growth and I guess be ready for this conference?
I think it helps a ton. I mean, you guys have watched. I mean, some of these games we've been in are pretty crazy. I mean, that one against Tulsa, there have been many I've been a part of, and that's hard to do. Yeah, we had an 8-point lead with a minute to go. The way that second overtime finished, but for our guys to not hang their head, I mean, isn't that easy to do? Again, the good side of our human nature is we didn't let that discourage us and say, oh my gosh, I can't believe that. We thought we had that game won. What did they do? They come out and keep playing. And so I think that, again, there's some real positives that way. And I think we've been in some real tough situations and played a really good schedule. And so hopefully I think that prepares us well for Mountain West play. And every game from here on out is going to be a war.
With PJ, being a guy that hasn't played a ton of minutes, it might have been easy for him to come into this game in the second half and look to score, especially given that guys weren't really scoring.
Yeah.
Does it make it more impressive from a coach's perspective, given that that's not what he did? He came in and he made the right plays.
I think that's a great point, Justin, and I agree with that. He came in and the two things that we wanted to see. He played good defense. He played sound, solid defense within the game plan of what we were trying to do. And then we talked a lot about, hey, it would be easy to make two passes and get a shot against that zone, but we wanted to gap penetrate, get in the point. I thought he did a great job of getting in the paint, playing off 2 feet, finding guys, and really playing like a distributor and helping his teammates get shots. And so I agree with that. I thought that he played with good energy, but he really made an effort to play the right way, and that's encouraging to see.
No Adam tonight. What's kind of his prognosis?
Like the whole thing, day to day, aren't we all? Ankle sprain, he's doing fine. He's working his tail off. We'll just see, moving forward. Sometimes those things can get a little bit tricky, but he's making a lot of progress. He's walking around, and, we'll have him back at some point soon. I can't tell you when it is. I hope it's Nevada, but we'll just have to wait a little bit and see.
You gonna completely ignore the fact that you won your 100th game tonight?
I don't get it. I'm not trying to be like ignored or whatever. I never even thought about it. I mean, somebody told me that, and I never even thought about it. I mean, I'm the luckiest guy in the world to get to do what I do at a place that I love. I got a great group of guys that I get to coach, and, I was a little ornery at practice yesterday and today in some of the timeouts. I may not show up, but they're a great group of guys, and again, I love what I do, and, hey, that is cool, I guess, but more focused on 101.
I know the jump shots
Yeah.
didn't really fall, but only 10 turnovers. Seems like they were rotating well.
Yeah, I thought we did a nice job moving the ball. I thought we really did against Tulsa too, and so I thought the ball movement was good. The guys really tried to share. Boy, we could have knocked down a few more of those open shots that would have even been better. And some of those shots went in early. It might have even been a totally different game. But I thought they did a nice job of moving the ball. So I thought those were positives. And we settled down a little bit. Again, that team really was playing 5 guards and really kind of lifted the floor and really spread us out and put us into some interesting rotations. But this was a good game. I'm glad we played it. Now we get 3 days here to prepare for Mountain West play and get better. But I'm looking forward to league play with these guys. They're a fun group.